Hi, I'm James.
Hi, I'm Mari.
I'm Christina.
I'm Brandon. Have you ever seen or heard someone complain that the other person is only playing video games, that's all they ever do? Well, some people say that playing video games makes you violent or lazy. And non gamers have this stigma that all video games do is waste people's time, make people lazy, induce violent tendencies, and that it's only used for entertainment purposes only. But these same people never really do their own research. I'm here to convince you with facts that video games provide an increase in quality of life rather than provide ammunition for these stigmas and taboos that claim that that's all video games really are. There are too many people playing too many video games to induce the idea that the fact that video games make people violent or lazy can be true. The Ithacan found that 70% of college students play video games regularly. And then a research conducted by Nielsen found that 82% of global consumers played video games and watched video game content during the height of COVID-19 pandemic lockdowns, which means there should have been a massive spike in crime and overall laziness backed up by poor grades and consistent falling number of students turning in assignments on time, which we didn't get. There are also parents and teachers that have this idea of violence behind video games. Well, there was research conducted by Simon Kuhn in 2019 that claimed that research suggests that the majority of kids who play video games do not engage in antisocial or violent acts. What is a high risk factor for influence in youth violence is the quality of life at home. Another study conducted by Nature.com had a total of 90 different participants of all ages and demographics and split into 3 diverse groups. Nature goes on to say that our participants played the violent video game Grand Theft Auto 5, the non-violent video game The Sims 3, and then there was a group that played no video games at all. And this study was conducted over 2 months. No significant changes were observed, neither when comparing the group that played violent video games to the group playing non-violent video games and the non-passive group, or the control group that didn't play video games. So now you understand that video games really don't do as much harm as some people may say they are. But what good do they do? Well, no one likes failure. Failure is an idea or a concept that humans aren't really comfortable with. In the real world, you get one chance at something, and sometimes you pass and sometimes you fail. Well, Game Quitters is a website that conducts a lot of research and video gaming blogs and stuff. They said that if you fail at a video game, you can restart and try again. However, in real life, failure can be permanent and irreversible. For example, if you fail an exam, you may be unable to take it again. But what about motivation? There's this stigma that video gamers are lazy and have no motivation to do anything in their life. Well, Game Quitters has this very powerful statement to say about that. The positive effects of gaming include improved problem solving and logic, hand-to-eye coordination, multitasking, cognitive abilities, and teamwork. These skills can be channeled as a force for good to help gamers achieve their goals in life, whatever they want to accomplish, starting a business, learning a language, traveling around the world, or anything else. The energy, focus, and drive developed through gaming will stand with them in good stead. There's also this false claim that video gamers are depressed people and playing video games only makes them more depressed. Well, in 2018, there was a research study done at the University Medical Center in Hamburg, Germany. The research found among a group of clinically depressed individuals that fast-paced action games improved subjective cognitive ability, lowered self-reported rumination, and improved trail-making performance among its participants, and it even elevated mood. So how are we doing? Are you convinced yet that video games are good, that they bring a increased quality of life? Imagine the results you can have in your life if you just spent a little bit of time playing video games, using your brain to solve problems in video games that you may or may not occur in real life. There's also an increase in IQ, which a lot of people don't grasp. As I was reading this article written by Game Quitters, I came across a research project conducted by Karolinska Institute and the Vrije University in Amsterdam, where the researchers studied the screen habits of 5,000 different American children over the course of 2 years. The results showed that those children who spent an above average amount of time playing video games increased their intelligence by approximately 2.5 IQ points more than average, whereas watching TV, videos, and engaging in social media had no significant effect on their cognitive abilities. There's so many bonuses to the quality of life that you can get from playing video games. So why not spend some time on them before you judge them based off of the opinions of other people who probably never played a video game in their life? Imagine becoming smarter just from playing a video game for a few hours a day or even a week. Failure becomes an easier concept to handle. You're less hard on yourself. And you're motivated to hit your goals. And depression, sure, you still have to be a factor, but you get that spike in dopamine. You get those positive influences. Among all the things that I've already covered, there are so many things that I haven't covered that I'm not going to have time to cover. Like the increase in your attention span, your memory becoming stronger. You learn new things faster. And your problem-solving capabilities are detrimentally increased. And even if you don't understand video games or how a controller works, it's really not a hard concept to understand. With all the benefits, I'm curious as to why anyone wouldn't at least try to play video games before they just say no. If I've never played a video game in my life, and someone came up to me and told me all the remarkable benefits and provided hard statistics and research to prove it, I really don't know why I wouldn't take the time to play. In a world that's already hard enough, why not take the time to escape reality? Delve into a world where you're the best, and you can be whoever you want to be, and you can solve problems how you want to solve them. In my eyes, there's no difference between the artist painting in a well-lit room to the gamer playing in their room God of War for hours at a time. Since 1972, since the first game Pong was invented, people have been in awe of video games. But somewhere along the line, we demonized something people didn't even truly understand. So now you're a few steps closer to understanding the benefit that video games can bring. And I wonder what your thoughts are. Take a few steps towards enlightenment. Grab a controller and see where it takes you. Who knows? You may even like where you go. Thank you.